Well, folks, we all make mistakes. I just made a good one. After looking at my camera, and I can't stress enough to take a lot of camera shots, I found that these big nuts do not go on the outside. Where they go is on the inside, like this one. All right. Now once I tighten these nuts, hopefully we'll find out that this motor turns smoothly. I'm going to leave that wire positioned about there because it goes to this here, so that's about right there. Okay, well, it's time to give it a shot. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's nice. That's really nice. It feels just perfect. So I think at this stage, well, it's just like this. I might just test it. Okay, well, as usual, I have to apologize up front for my messy desk. It's a bench and it's an office and there's not much room. So it gets cluttered, and we're in the process of, I think, buying another house and paying bills, so it's pretty crazy in all the projects that I'm doing. So anyways, excuse that, and I think what we'll do is I'll use my Sencor PowerRite PR57. What it is an isolation transformer, and it's also a variac. So you can just turn it up from here, turn it down, and I'll splice in this cable that I have into this motor and slowly power it up and see how well the motor performs. If it seems like it's overheating, drawing too much current, whatever. Like I said, I inspected these wires here. They're very pliable. They've been really nice. They don't seem to crack, so I'm not going to worry about these wires too much, which is really good. Okay. Just have these wire nuts on here. I'll spread it apart a little bit more, I guess. I hope you're seeing this okay. Put this together. Alrighty then. And the other one. Oh, it's pretty easy. I was going to use jumpers, but hey, this is easy. Alright. Alright, now let's see here. I want to make sure that you're able to see the motor turning. I guess I put it in that orientation. Maybe put the light on a little better. Alright, ready to plug it in. Unit is off, turn down all the way. Alright, plugged in, turned on. This top scale here is 0 to 160 volts, and we want, of course, put it around 120, and this red line means 122 volts. I don't know if you can see it. And the meter, you should be able to see the meter too. Alright, good. Well, let's continue. I'll turn it up to about 20 volts. I can hear a slight vibration, but no turning yet. Okay, it's cranked up to 45 volts. Nothing yet. I don't like that. I momentarily had it cranked up to 80 volts and it didn't turn or anything except make a buzzing sound. I'm going to monitor the amperage. The amperage is on this line. This is an amp, half amp, quarter amp. So I would think it would be down here somewhere. If it's drawing too much current, we'll see it. Oh, it is turning. How about that? It's drawing about 0.2 amps, and it's running at that's the output voltage. That was the line voltage. I was wondering. I didn't think I had it up that high. I was wondering why I was turning so slow. All right, so that's the output voltage of the Variac. So it's running at 90 volts right now. Okay, I have it up to, I don't have my glasses on, but I believe it's 115 volts. It's not getting warm. Let me zoom in for you. Maybe even be able to hear it. There we go. You should be able to see that. Now hearing it, I don't know if you can hear it. I have a boom mic on this thing. Let me turn a little bit more in. There we go. Oh, did you hear that? It went from a low speed to, I would say this would be a appropriate speed here, but it took a while to do it. It's making no noise at all when I lift it up, but it's vibrating the table slightly, and that's acting like a transducer, and it's kind of amplifying the noise. But if you feel the motor itself, there's a slight vibration, but nothing that you would think that was out of the ordinary. Since we're running a little higher voltage, and this will be running at a higher voltage, modern households run about 122. Let's try it a little bit higher. All right. It's running at about 121, 122. Let's see, line voltage here is about 119. So we'll turn about the same, 119. And let's see what it's drawing for current. Okay, so about 0.2. See, that's 0.4, 3, 2, about 0.28, 7 or 8 amps, 0.28 amps. So we'll just say quarter of an amp at 120 volts, so a quarter of that. Yeah, so that'd be 50, 25, 120, 60, 30, 30, between 30 and 35 watts. That seem a little high to you guys? Still running cool though. I think I'll let it run for a while and see if it gets warm. But so far so good. And another test I'm going to do too is that slow spin up. Let's see if this happens again. Cut the power. Okay, full juice. Now perhaps maybe it's the grease getting into where it needs to go, because it ramped right up to speed that time. Now it's not as cold as it was either, so that might be part of it too. let that run for about, well, record players run for a long time anyway, so I'll let it run for like, say, 15 minutes. And I'll cut the video here, and then we'll come back and see if it got any warmer or any other weird things happen, like smoking and fire. Well, good news. It's been 15 minutes. It's been running very cool. I think this motor should last a good long time. My meter says it's running at 0.2 amps at 120 volts even. I was looking at the meter without my glasses again. Okay, so at 120 volts, it's running at 0.28 amps. And according to the calculator, it is running at 33.6 watts. Now to me, that seems a little high. It's just a small motor. But the only other thing I can say is it's probably within specs, because when I touch the coil here, the housing's a little warm, but not, I mean, I can touch it. It doesn't feel like I'm gonna burn my hands or anything, but it is a little warm. If anybody's got some feedback on that, please feel free to tell me that whether this is really abnormally amount of current, 0.2, when I say 0.28 amps at 120 volts. But to me, I mean, it's running nice and smooth. Seems good to me. Coil smooth. I mean, nice and cool. The housing's a little warm, but nothing unexpected. So I think it's a keeper. Time to install it back into the turntable, I believe. Oh, another thing I want to show you. If I kill the power, it takes a little while to slow down, like it should. It's not binding at all anymore. Okay, turn it back on. Goes right up to speed, just like it should. Not like the first time where it was like, took a while. Ever since the first time, it's been running fine, so I have a feeling that some grease needed to get to where it needed to go, so and work its way through there, so I think it's a keeper. Now on to installing it back into the turntable. By the way, anybody notice that there's something wrong with this B17 here?